This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by BENLEE Roll-Off Trailers and Open-Top Scrap Gondola Trailers, May 26, 2020. COVID-19 update. U.S. deaths rose to 98,223 in 12 weeks. A Pakistani plane crashed this week that killed 99 people. It made global news for 2 days. U.S. deaths in 12 weeks equals 12 of these crashes daily. 12 crashes daily for 12 weeks. Great news is that the U.S. government reaffirmed a vaccine is possible in late 2020. And even better news, U.S. daily deaths are down. U.S. weekly steel production fell to 1.181 million tons, off the 10-year low as U.S. manufacturing slowly reopens. Oil price rose to $32.25 a barrel and is up to $34.06 this morning as global demand is up and on massive OPEC and U.S. production cuts. The U.S. agreed with OPEC to cut U.S. production, which was a trade-off. We now pay more for gasoline, but high-wage jobs are saved in the oil companies and in defense contractors that sell to Saudi Arabia. The U.S. oil rig count fell to 237 despite a major increase in oil price. The U.S. commitment to OPEC to cut production remains in place. U.S. weekly oil production fell to 11.5 million barrels per day, down 1.6 million barrels per day in just 9 weeks, despite the significant demand and price increases. Iron ore rose to $97.50 a ton, a multi-month high as global steel mills actually start firing up. Scrap steel number one heavy melt export buying price Philadelphia rose to $195 a gross ton on improving demand and tight supply. Scrap steel number one heavy melt price was steady at $202.67 a gross ton, with regional tight supply pressuring some upward pricing. Hot rolled coil steel fell to $24.31 on limited demand increases as manufacturing slowly reopens. Copper rose to $2.39 a pound and is up to $242.6 this morning as the global economy is restarting. Aluminum rose to 66.4 cents per pound on the same global economy restarting. May's U.S. Manufacturing Index, the PMI, rose to 39.8, but below 50 is contraction, meaning contraction in the U.S. manufacturing area continues. The forecast for U.S. GDP is that it may shrink in Q2 by a historic 35%, then rise in Q3 a historic 20%, Q4 rise 10%, so that would be about negative 5% for the year. April's Class 8 truck sales, which are the large heavy-duty trucks known as, the 18-wheelers, those orders plunged to 4,000, a 25-year low. Note, though, it is absolutely true that COVID is a huge issue, but the orders were declining since last November, showing that the U.S. economy was slowing pre-COVID. It was not accelerating. April's U.S. housing starts plunged 30.2% from March, the worst since 2015. This is bad news for many economic sectors, including bad for high-wage jobs. U.S. weekly jobless claims fell to 2.4 million, with now 38.6 million jobs lost in 9 weeks. Unemployment is forecasted to be about 20% or more for May and could remain at 10% or more at the end of 2020. U.S. air travel is up dramatically from the low. It's now 4 times the low. This is great news, showing the economy is slowly coming back. Wall Street's Dow Jones average rose to 24,465, near a multi-month high as the global economy is restarting. But there is growing concerns on U.S.-China trade tensions and concerns over the state of the U.S. economy. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions. Importantly, we hope you, your family, friends, and employees stay safe.